Hi guys, I'm Jenna. So this is part 2 for parts of speech. So today I'm going to be discussing pronouns, adverbs, and conjunctions. And this is again for second grade. So to begin, we have pronouns. So pronouns are words that are used instead of a noun or noun phrase in a sentence. So an example could be I, he, she, it, we, us. And there's a huge chart over here that you can screenshot or take a picture of to help you remember some important pronouns. So an example I gave was Carly ran to the park on Center Street. So replacing Carly, the noun, with a pronoun, I did she. So instead of Carly, I say she ran to the park on Center Street. And this works because she is replacing Carly, which was the original noun in the first sentence. So next we have adverbs. Adverbs tell how, when, or where something happens. They add more to the verb. So a hint is that they often end with ly. So if you look to the right, there's a list of examples. There's quietly, loudly, softly, slowly, but then there's also adverbs that describe when and where the verb happens. So she jumped in after, she jumped in before, now, later. Okay, so you get the point. But yeah, adverbs describe verbs, how, when, and where. And an example of this is Carly quickly ran to the park on Center Street because it is describing the noun. And it's easy to remember because a lot of them end with ly. So keep that in mind. So next we have conjunctions. A conjunction is a word that joins together words, phrases, or parts of sentences. Just remember it as a joining word. Examples include and, but, or, yet, so. On the right, I have another helpful chart that can help you remember important conjunctions and them used in sentences. It's really helpful. So I recommend looking at that. But an example of this in a sentence is Carly ran to the park on Center Street, but forgot her sneakers. So you're combining two phrases and making them into one sentence with a conjunction. So now I have an activity again. Can you identify parts of speech in a sentence? So I'll go over the sentences. I'll read them through and then I'll give you a second to pause and do it on your own and identify where there's adverbs, pronouns, and conjunctions. And you can see if you got them right when I go to the next slide. So number 1, Jenna quietly laughed with Caroline during class, but Miss Walker still got mad. Number 2, I bring my hat to the rink so that I don't get cold. 3, Jenna happily sipped her coffee even though it was hot. 4, Parker regretfully apologized to Carly, but Carly did not accept it. So I'm going to give you a second. So the green represents pronouns, purple, adverb, yellow, conjunction. So Jenna quietly is an adverb because ly, laughed with Caroline during class, but is the conjunction because it's connecting two sentences. Miss Walker still got mad. Those are the only ones in the sentence. Number 2, I bring my hat to the ring so that I don't get cold. I is a pronoun because it replaces a subject to the ring. So is a conjunction because it connects two phrases again, so that I don't get cold. Yeah, those were the only two in there. Number 3, Jenna happily sipped her coffee even though it was hot. Happily is describing the verb, which is sipped, so that's an adverb. And even though is a conjunction because it is combining two phrases. So lastly, we have Parker generously shared her crayons with Carly, but she did not want to. So generously is describing shared, which is a verb. So generously is the adverb. But is the conjunction and she is the pronoun. So if you have any questions, keep doing this over and over again until you get it right. And hopefully you'll understand it. So yeah, thank you guys for your time. Make sure to watch my first video in case you missed it. I hope that helps you guys and see you guys next week. Bye.